How's it going, my friends? This is Ionacus, and today we're doing episode number 500 of my Transformer reviews. There's been a lot of problems with this, so hopefully we'll go off without a hitch. And start off with the random Transformer number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I will just start off with a Walmart reissue of the Titans Returned Wolf Warrior, now known as Weird Wolf, as it's supposed to be. Looks good with its yellows and greens and whites. Red face with a red visor. Looks really good. Rebirth is okay because that's the American introduction to the Headmasters and Target Masters. And it was the ending of the American series. The Japanese series kept going, and Headmasters was a lot better than Rebirth. Even though there was quite a few filler episodes, and really, some episodes that really weren't all that great. And it's all in Japanese with English subtitles, but it was fun. Weird Wolf here comes with a sword holding this gray plastic, and this gun molded in this green. We'll come back to both of these in a little bit. And you pop his Headmaster component right off and unfold them. He's got a ball joints in the shoulders and pins in the knees and everywhere. So this is a Headmaster figure. For Werewolf's Transector, as they were called in the Japanese Headmaster series. You extend the arms like this. You open up the forearms, fold the fists in, and peg that into place. You bring the front paws forward. They're on ball joints. There are pin joints in the elbows, rotation here in the upper arm, and the shoulders are on ball joints. Then you take the head, which is the backpack, and you just bring that forward, and it will peg. There's a peg here, and there's a hole there. And the mouth does open, and the head does go rotation right there, which is cool. And you take the lower part of the chest and unhinge it and rock it backward, and just slide it in right there, like that. And you put the arms forward, or the legs forward like this. You take the armor for the front of the lower legs and just hinge that upward there, like that. And like that. Then you take the robot feet and you fold them into the back paws. And you just rotate the paws forward. And then you bring this piece down. Being careful with the hinges on the top here, because these are not unbroken. But in my original Titans Return one, it did break. Oh. You take your Headmaster component, bend them at the knee. Slide them in right there. And I don't think that worked. She slides in there, pegs in. Fine. There is what would be his robot chest. It can open up to show him being right there. But there are ball joints in the upper legs. There's a pin joint here at the knee, ball joint at the second knee, and ball joints in the feet. So, tighten them up a little bit. Now you got the weapons back. Here's the sword. And it just pegs in the back for his tail. And the gun can sit on top here. With having other Titan Masters, I'm just going to bring out Weird Wuss Titan Master, which almost forgot was named Mongo. The American series. You can also ride up top. It's a good figure. You might be able to find him still at Walmart. This is a Walmart exclusive. The Titans Return reissues were Walmart exclusives. You can find them. They're probably on clearance if you can find them still. I think I got him on a clearance price, so. I liked the original. I liked Werewolf. I liked all the original Headmasters. So I give him a good 9 out of 10. He's lacking in details a little bit. I mean, yeah, he's got the rocket launchers on the here. But so many of my other Titans Return Headmaster figures, the main ones from like the series, they're all toy hacks. He is not. So he's lacking a little bit of detail. It's the only one I didn't do a set for because the hinge broke on the original. That's something I'm going to have to take care of at some point in time. Next we're going to go to Cyber Shark, another Walmart exclusive from their Beast Wars reissues. I believe he was remolded into Hellscream in Beast Wars 2nd. I'm not entirely sure. Let me know in the comments down below. And that version of him was recolored and released here in the States with a Repugnance 2-pack, which I'll try to put the previous reviews I've done of that set, a Target exclusive set for Transformers Universe 1.0, down below. And I'll try to do some comparison photos of him and Overbite, which was his repaint and remold. But take off his melee weapon here. I'll put that off the side. You can see the head sculpt is really nice. He is a Maximal. That's the thing. He does come with two missiles, which are stored in his back. We'll come back to this in a second. He's got a really good, easy transformation. You take the chest piece. Oh, you know what? Before we get to that, he does have this. I'll do this now. That can be another melee weapon or just a rocket launcher, but it doesn't really shoot that very well. You take the missiles. Put that in there, and of course now it doesn't want to shoot. Well, it's supposed to shoot, but it's not going to. But to transform them, take the whole front piece, front chest piece, and everything else, and just swing it upward like that. Just straighten the feet out. You straighten the arms down in here like that. Then you take this whole piece and bring it back like that. And slide them in there. Gonna take this piece and re-put it back there. Then you're gonna close these two sides in. Clean it up as you go. Straighten out the front fins. You take this piece, straighten out this peg here, goes into that hole right there. Hold that back. I can come out like that when you hit the button. That came out pretty easily. There it goes. I don't know why it didn't want to work before. It did. I just noticed there's a little face on there. And he is readily available at your local Walmart. Give him a good 9 out of 10. He's a good figure. The mold's been used a couple times, showing its resiliency, I guess. And I mean, it's all around decent figure. And he'll look good on your maximal shelf. Definitely worth getting if you find him at your local Walmart. Though I do think he has a price of $24.99, which is a little ridiculous, but what can you do? Now we're going to go on to Legacy, not Repugnance, but Legacy Iguanus. He looks really nice. It's blue and gold. There's not blue, it's purple and gold and reds. He does come with this tuning fork weapon. Pops right off. As if you have Skywarp and Rodimus, all their weapons can combine into a larger scale sword. Don't know why they did it like that. It's stupid, but whatever. Iguanus here has ball joints in the shoulders, in the elbows, in the upper leg, in the knee, and in the feet. You can do a super kick. And he does have, I swear he had a waist swivel. He does have a waist swivel. I think that's mainly due to transformation, but don't quote me on that. For his transformation, you are going to rotate him at the waist. You're going to grab his backpack and hinge that all the way up. And it's going to peg into the slots on his chest when you hear a click. You're going to bring these wheel wells up and down like that. You're going to take the forearms. They're going to they're going to catch on these little pegs right here. And the hands are going to just hook right onto these pegs right here. And now the legs, you're going to rotate the lower legs. And straighten out the feet. Now see, that's a peg right there. That's a hole right there. They're just going to peg right into there. They're a little tight. Pop, there it went right in there. And there's a motorcycle mode. Take his weapon and plug it in right there. Now there it is. For a character who was originally a pretender, they did his pretender vehicle mode very good. Or vehicle mode for his robot mode, because he had a iguana type shell. There's somebody hit a skunk, or somebody nearby smoked some really horrible weed. And smell it. Almost smells like burnt sugar crisps or honey crisps. But he's a good figure. Definitely worth getting. It's readily available at your local stores or online. You really can just store his weapon on the back if you want, but it looks kind of funny. But the first wave of legacy figures are just killing it. And wave 2 is out now. And there's a Walmart one, the exclusives. So definitely give them to check them out. Next up, we're going to do Kingdom Slammer. And he looks great in his grays and blacks and whites. And he's a weaponizer, which I'm not going to go over the assessor, how to turn him into armor and stuff for characters. If you want to do that, check other people's reviews. I'm not doing that with him because he's a modulator. He does have rotation in the arms, pins in the elbows. You can rotate his forearms like that. Head's on a ball joint. Well, you can go up that far, you can go back that far. Bend at the knee. Rotation at the waist. Bend at the upper thigh. A little bit of foot wiggle there. And super kick off to the side really nicely. And he's got his little cannon thing plugged onto here. It's not how I've been putting it. That's how the instructions say for it. I've been taking this piece right here, plugging it in right there, and plugging that in there so it'd be a sidearm cannon. Looks less goofy that way. But for his transformation, you're just gonna basically just tear him to bits. I did mess up. I did want to showcase this. This is this treads. You can just connect them together. And this. And I grab Snapdragon here. And there's another weapon. Chainsaw, battery, handheld battering ram, whatever you want it to be, will work. But put those back together. And so we go to the chest, we got the head folded down. I'm going to take this piece, have that part facing upward, plug that in there, but bring that back down just so I can clear that, then bring it back up. Like that. I'm going to take the legs, fold that piece down, fold these up. I'm going to take the arms and take these pieces off. And there's slots here. And just plug in just like that. Bring those pieces forward. And they're going to plug in right here. Then we're going to take the legs. This hole here, pegs here and here. Oh, freaking mosquito. Ugh. I'm going to take the arms. And we're going to plug them into here. And then we're going to take this piece, this hole right here, and peg right onto there, and peg that into there. And there's the Slimer's vehicle mode. If I remember correctly, which I probably don't, I'm probably going to be wrong. as I can't find my instructions for him. I'm going to fold this piece up. I got there. I think that's his tower mode. I'm not 100% sure, but that seems to be it. I'm sure somebody down out there will tell me how wrong I am, but whatever. I don't have Metroplex, so I'm going to end up standing him with Fort Max. Oh, you know what? There's an Autobot symbol right there on his chest. I like most of the modulators. They're not bad figures. They can be a lot of fun. Some people like making big armor and crazy bots with them. Me, not so much. Slammer, I give a good 9 out of 10. It's a good figure on its own. He's got a bit of uses to have with him. Nope, wrong side. Nope, wrong one. There we go. Did it again. Is no longer available in stores. It was from the last wave of Kingdom. So I guess some Myers still have Kingdom figures. So you might be able to find them there, but if you have a Meyer by you. 9 out of 10, I say. 9 out of 10 is good for him. If he loses a point because I don't have a Metroplex, then he'll have to go with Fort Max, and that's fine. I'm good with that. I really am good with that. Next up, we have Siege's Snapdragon. This is Earthrise. Hold on 1 second. I'm not 100% sure where his box went. I want to say maybe Earthrise. Snapdragon. I think Ape Face was Siege. And I somehow missed out on Ape Face. This HorrorCon brother. Who looks really good in the purples and blacks and grays. He comes with 2 of these purple molded guns. I'm going to have to get an Ape Face one of these days. Now, he is a HorrorCon headmaster. So there's a head component. Just pop that right off. And like most Titan Masters, just unfold them. There he is. You have the pins and upper thigh and the knees, and the ball joints in the shoulders and in the head. And we'll come back to him much later. In the Decepticon symbol for that screw hole piece, which I have to find some later because I don't have any on here. I'll be right back because I think I know they are. Okay, I'm back, and sure enough, I found one last set. I have one last little Decepticon sticker to give him to cover that god-awful screw. Uh-oh. There you go. I hope you can see that in there. So now, with his transector, what you're going to do is grab him by the feet, the back. No, hold on. Oh, with his head off, go to rotation. Here, the arms, you can hinge out or T-pose. He has got a very tight arm swivel and elbow bend. No articulation in the hands, waist swivel. And kick up that far, can kick back that far. Bend at the knee. A little bit of a wobbly there. There's the feet. And he can super kick pretty well. Excuse me. In the transformation, you take hold of the back of the legs, fold that up with the feet going up like that. Do that on both sides. Then you just rotate them back, and they can peg together just like that. And you unhook the back here and hinge the shoulders inward like that, and until they peg in, and swing the arms backward like that. There's these little slots that are going to be on the sides here with the holes. And they just clip right in easily. Take the forearms, rotate them. They have these holes right here. So they go right into that peg right there on both sides. Fold out these wings. And there's Snapdragon's jet mode. And you're just gonna open up this cockpits right here. just pop in right like that. I don't remember what his headmaster component or his Nebulon partner name was in the Rebirth, but in the Japanese headmasters, he was just Snapdragon. I pop that out of there. Now what you're going to do is unpeg the arms. You're going to unpeg the back piece right here and bring out these dino arms that are on the sides of the chest here. Bring these down. Open up this piece right here and rotate out the dragon head. I'll close that back up. And this back piece here will peg into these slots right here. You unpeg this piece. I forgot to do that. That pegs in. That pegs in. Pull these wings back again on the legs. Take the fists and just push them back, popping out the feet. And you pretty much have the dragon mode. Let's say that like that. And take the headmaster component. You can see in there's that slot right there. That's where his head is supposed to go into. It's kind of tricky. You just have to get it just right. And I just happen to do it. And there you go. Rawr. Oh, and you can take the guns. And they can just slot in right there. I did not show it in vehicle mode, but on the wings right here, there's holes that the guns can slide into in vehicle mode. This is his dragon mode. This is a weaker of the two, I think. I do like how you got the ball joint and the elbows of the dino arms. So you can get them a little together. But still, it's overall a good figure. I enjoy messing with him back and forth. I'll give him a 9. I really wish I could have gotten a hold of 8-Face. I never found him 8-Face in stores, which is insane. He was part of the last wave. He was like the last Voyager to get released. So, Transformer collectors, we know usually the last wave of figures always get short stocked. And some people were finding 8-Face at Ollie's, like end of last year. And unfortunately, he's very, I don't say expensive, but on eBay, he does have a higher price point that I'm willing to pay, fortunately. And I'm not screwing around with eBay or Mercari. So I just have to hope to one day find him. At retail. There we go. Or get them on a small enough price point on Amazon. You'll see it eventually. There's Snapdragon. I hope you enjoyed this 500th episode of my Transformer reviews. Let me know what figure you liked the most that I reviewed here. Down below. Like, share, subscribe, whack that bell for notifications. And here's to another 500 Transformer reviews. And I'll see you guys next time. Later.